G'day, welcome to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host me, the Australian Idiot, and let's get into the clips. This clip here is being framed by the poster of kids are just mucking about shooting water guns at random bits of property, and we have a guy, quote, overreacting to this entire situation. I'll let you watch it first before I give more.
I have responsibility, right? You're in a car, right? Right?
Yes.
If I punch you dead in your face, how would that feel?
Not good.
So why the would you do that to other people's property?
I'm sorry.
Listen,
Respect
calm down.
people's property.
You're right. I'm sorry.
You understand?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yo,
What?
listen.
Yo, what? I'm recording. I don't give a. I don't give a. You think it's okay to do that?
Do you think it's okay to do this? In
Yeah,
front of
it is okay.
girls like this?
The world should see what the you're doing.
What did we do wrong? I don't even get it.
I gotta explain what the you did wrong just now.
Dude, we saw a water gun.
Okay.
It don't
what-
matter. You don't do that to other people's property.
It literally does nothing to you, bro.
So why do it?
You're right.
If it does
He's
nothing,
right.
why
He's
do
right.
it?
He's right.
Okay.
Huh?
Yo! Yo!
Yo, what?
Pay
I'm
for
wrong.
that. Pay for that. Pay for that.
What the you doing to my car?
Okay. What the? There's no fucking damage.
So what? So sue me. You got my information. Sue
All right,
me.
give me it. Give me your information. Give me your
You got
information.
me. You got my information.
Okay. Go, Rob. Go get it. Go record it, bro. Go record it. Send me a great example for your kids, man. Great example.
First off, the whole hashtag, let's kid be kids, when both of you look like grown-ass adults based upon your voice and just how you look as a person. And also, that doesn't look like a normal water gun to me. That might be a gel gun. I'm not 100% sure. Doesn't quite look like a water gun to me, but hey, whatever. And look, yes, this guy clearly has, doesn't have any way of controlling his own emotions and definitely takes things way too far here. But also, you guys are clearly doing what you can to trigger him as much as you can to antagonize him to get this type of reaction. So I feel like you kinda dug your own grave, now you gotta sit in it, bud. Here we watch as someone reacts to their car getting repossessed and towed away.
Nah, I feel bad.
Okay, to be clear, I don't know if this was their car being repossessed or they just simply parked in a place where they shouldn't have and that's why their car's getting towed away, but again, I wouldn't be too surprised if it is a car getting repossessed, because I've seen a lot of these clips already. Here we get dropped into the middle of what seems to be the back end of a massive interaction that's got security involved.
Insulted him in public. You insulted
TikTok,
you
watch this.
insulted
Hey,
him in public, bro.
TikTok,
You
watch
insulted him in
this.
public, bro.
Hey, yo, TikTok, watch this. TikTok, watch this. Oh, you're
Bro, you think that you f***ing hard shit? You got
TikTok, watch
security
this.
blocking it off.
These
Have
white
your friends say
boys,
sorry, bro.
these white
Have your
boys
friends
want to
say
me.
sorry. Have your friends say sorry.
These white boys want to me.
Lay it out, bro. Have your friends say. Have your friends say f***ing sorry to my boy. That shit was not cool.
He put hands on my friend.
I didn't f***ing touch your boy. I didn't f***ing touch your boy.
touched you?
Touch me then, bro. Touch me then, bro.
I
Touch
didn't
me
touch
then,
you.
bro. You're a bitch.
Anyways,
You're a
he put
fucking
hands on my
pussy-ass
friend.
bitch. You only hands on me.
You.
You. That shit's not gonna go down well, bitch.
Hey, yo, TikTok, watch this.
Yo, TikTok,
TikTok,
watch this.
watch
You're a f***ing pussy. Pull your phone out, bro. You won't throw shit.
TikTok, watch this.
I don't get why we keep panning to the guy just sitting there strutting a pose quite literally anytime the camera comes in his general direction, but hey, go off I guess, man. And also, what is with the typical dialogue of any of these type of interactions that we've just gone from saying hit me, you're way scared to no, you want them to touch you? What, are you that desperate for some loving embrace and attention, or are you just that horny at the point and don't care what happens next? That's a bad joke.
You have a person mind their own business on the beach getting interrupted by someone?
You should turn your ass.
My what?
Your ass.
Why?
You're a narcissist.
I'm a what? Narcissist? Why you say that? Why? Because I'm filming myself? Hey, what's wrong with that?
I don't know. You have to. It's not a critic. I'm advising you.
Why are you saying that? That's rude.
Too long to explain. You have to read.
Because I have my phone.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I cannot help. I'm sorry. I tell you what to
Oh well, mind your business.
I just love that the whole, you're a narcissist. Okay, what makes me having my phone out on the beach makes me a narcissist? And she's just like, I don't know, I don't have to tell you type deal. It's just like, you're just being an ass for the sake of being an ass. Like, there's nothing more to it. OP gets a 24-hour notice from their landlord, letting them know they're going to have some people over to do a showing of their apartment. But OP says, hey, I'm not going to be home tomorrow, no one's going to be home tomorrow, and we're not comfortable having you walk around with strangers when no one's there, when we're not there. Anyway, after this, these guys go home a little earlier than what they probably intended, or something along those lines. Either way, they turn up at the same time the landlord's over with these people showing them the apartment, and this happens.
You can't come into our house without
You
our
texted
consent.
me yesterday and said, can I do a showing? And I said, no one will be home.
No, but doesn't mean that we cannot do the show.
Well, no, but we've expressed we're not comfortable when someone's here.
We've told you you can't come inside our house.
You can't just, like,
Well,
disregard
we'll
our
have to talk about this, guys, but I have to do the showing. So
Yeah, but you can't do a showing if...
But it's 24-hour notice, I can't.
We've never signed the N11 forms. What are you talking about?
You can't do that.
You can't. This is, like, trespassing.
You're
We've told
entering
you can't come into our
illegally.
house. And you came into our house to do a showing. Sorry, guys,
Anyway,
but,
that's-
like...
that's
No, like, this is...
Like, you can't do this.
I did give you notice.
We'll step out. No, you guys. I'm so sorry.
No, sorry.
No, I'm so sorry. You guys
You're all good. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, you're okay.
It's not your fault.
Told you we don't feel comfortable with you coming into our house.
Well, I don't come without a notice.
It doesn't matter though.
But
we have to give you
express our
permission.
discomfort.
And I even like told you in the text we don't feel comfortable with you coming into our house when nobody's home.
But I cannot know when somebody's home.
Well, we
right? So
allow
if
I
I
told
give-
you.
If no, but if I give you notice.
No,
right,
no,
the
Sergey, I'm
24
sorry. I've been giving you the benefit of the doubt this
Okay.
entire time,
Okay.
but this is where I draw the line. You can't do this.
So okay, so what is the line? So if I ask with the 24 hours, so you told me very clearly, 24 hours, right? It cannot be-
24 hours, we have to
Right.
give you permission.
We're allowed to express our discomfort.
You've said, you worded it in a way where it's like, can I come?
Okay.
You don't have to give us 24-hour notice. If we sign the N11 forms, yes, you just need to provide notice, you can come in. We have not signed those forms. So you can't come in,
So,
especially when I've
But
said...
with this logic, like I cannot come at all, right?
No,
I
you
cannot-
can come. Did you not come the first, like, you've come a few times, and I've given you permission to enter my home,
Right.
and
None
you
of
just,
us are
like,
present.
completely invaded our privacy by coming into our house.
But we see, like you almost like trying to imply that we're doing something here. We're just basically showing the place. We're not.
It's our
touching
house.
this.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's
We
our house,
deserve
and
our
as tenants, we
privacy.
have
Yeah.
rights, and we've expressed to you that we don't feel comfortable. You know, we don't know these people. We know you. We don't know these people.
But I'm walking with them every
It
step
doesn't
of the
That
way.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You still need like permission.
Choices were made here. Depending on the state in America, this is probably fine. Again, depending on the state, depending on other things, depending on various different things. It's confusing. I don't know where this is, so I'm not going to make assumptions on that. Either way, it was a choice for the landlord to do what he did, especially considering that his tenants ended up arriving back at the house whilst he was still there with the prospective tenants, which are probably not going to want to look at this apartment any further because, you know, they just found out the landlord's not exactly a great person with choice. Here we have a guy who quickly makes enemies of everyone on the bus when he jumps into the bus and calls the driver the N-word.
Are you done? Did your mom teach you how to talk to people like that?
Yo, yourself, you racist piece of shit.
You know what? I'm a citizen too. Yeah, you.
Are you
You're
a U.S.
citizen.
citizen? Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes,
Yo,
I am.
you
Thank
really
you.
should walk because
So
you need
was
the
my
weight
dad.
loss, bro.
My dad was in the army.
You really should walk because you need the weight loss.
Ass kicked, you bitch.
Get the off the
You want to
bus,
get your
bro.
ass kicked,
Get
bitch?
the off the
You want to
bus,
get
bro.
your
Oh,
ass
I got
kicked,
it right here
bitch?
if you're gonna hit me, dude.
What do you hit?
Get the
You hit a pussy like you?
off
Like
this
a
bus,
pussy mother. You?
Get the off this bus,
A
bro.
pussy mother like you?
Yeah, I'm the pussy talking shit to a bunch of strangers, dude. Bringing up racist and sexist slurs, and I'm the
Oh
pussy,
my
dude.
God.
Get the off
You're
yourself.
a Democrat?
Off
Are
this
you a
bus,
Democrat?
loser.
You're a goddamn kid.
That's it right there, dude. Yeah, we're the problem, bro.
Yeah, you are.
Uh-huh.
You know why?
Why's that? I'd love to hear it.
What's wrong?
Okay, yeah, I'm the reason that fool exists.
I'm sorry, it looks like you've already got a head injury, so I'm not willing to fight you because that's why you got the bandage wrapped around your head, right? What a confrontation here. What a crazy man. Just jump on the bus and immediately scream the N-word at the driver. Just absolutely amazing behavior. Here we have a pair of kids who are hanging out in a tree, which is apparently on one of their yards, and one of the older neighbors decided to say, no, you can't do that. You can't be in a tree that is cool looking in this neighborhood. That's not allowed.
The tree is not on anybody's property. It is. It's on my friend's property. Right there.
But it's not illegal to be in here.
Get off of the tree. It belongs to this street and this neighborhood, and we don't want kids on it. Why do you think these poles are there to help it?
Because my great grandpa bought those.
And running on it. Please get down.
We're not jumping around and running on it.
Get my family and see what they say about it.
We're sitting on it.
I don't want you to even sit on it.
Well, I want to go get my grandpa and see what he says.
You fine. Go get your grandpa.
Should I?
Yeah.
Just keep filming, okay?
So where do you live? Who's your parents?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, you can't tell me that.
I can't.
Why?
Because that's my information.
Oh, that's your personal information?
Yeah. How'd you like it if a random stranger came up to your kid and asked them where they lived?
Look, kid. I have asked you nicely to come down from there. Where do you live? I want to talk to your parents.
I'm not going to tell you where I live.
Then I'll ask them when they come back. You are just a little...
You know, I would kind of understand the point that Karen was going for here if the reason why she's concerned about them being in the tree was the fact that they might hurt themselves if they fall out the tree, not if it was the fact that, oh, but this is a tree for the neighborhood. We don't want you in there. You're going to damage it. You're going to hurt it. It's like, trees can take being climbed on. Unless they're like the little twig ones, don't do that. But logically, you wouldn't do that in the first place because it doesn't make sense. But this looks like it's a tree that's been around for a very long time and it is quite tough and can be climbed and you can hang out in the tree. Like, what's wrong with that? Genuinely. Like, it's just such a weird thing to do. And then, of course, the whole, oh, you're about to tell me where you live type attitude, saying that you're a little shit for not giving you their address. It's like, do you forget that we try to teach kids stranger danger nowadays and how don't give out that information to people you don't know? Like, isn't that the logic that we keep teaching kids to not do? And yet here you are getting angry that they're going by that logic and not giving you their address? Like, seriously? Are you that dense or something? I don't know. We have a guy who's going to a grocery store without a shirt because he just came from a pool of some kind, and well, the person there refused service because, you know, he's not wearing a shirt or proper clothes, yada yada yada. So he goes back to his car and puts a blanket over himself, but still gets refused service. The lengths he goes with this is kind of wild. Here's the clip.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
No, I'm covering all my skin. Why?
That's it.
All my skin is being covered. Dude, I found a blanket. I'm being covered more than you are or anyone. Don't do this. Just sell me a thing of Zins, please. Why not? Because you're playing a power trip right now?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Bro, you know this makes no difference. I'm wearing I'm completely covered right now.
I'm not going to argue with this. The answer is no.
I'm completely covered right now. This dude's showing more skin than me right now.
We could call the police and have you removed, or you could leave.
Alright. Can I get the pack of peppermint Zin Seeks? Can I ask you a quick question, bro? Is it cool if I pull my shirt off in here and take my Zin out? Oh, well, it's super fun. I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Don't come back at this
No, it's all good. I'm just gonna take my shirt off. And then I'm gonna throw his in and get it. You gotta try it, dude. Take your shirt off and throw his in. It's so fun. Oh no, I'm coming back. I got you.
Yeah, you're a child.
Yeah, and you're a bitch.
He was so mad he tricked him.
You're the one with the power trip. Yeah, so are you. I think you're the bigger baby. What was that? I just wanted to get packaged in. It's all good actually. I think I got some extra ones. Yeah. Might as well get the fruit. Somebody better call the cops. Woo! We're feeling good now. Call the cops. We got a shirtless dinner on the loose.
Some people like to call this pettiness, but I like to call this stupidity, because this guy comes back in with clothes a third time round and gets what he wants, but instead of just moving on with his day, he decides to take off his shirt in the store and down his in because he's just stupid like that, and then decides to go another step further by dressing up as a police officer and going into the store to do the exact same thing he did before. Buddy, recording yourself breaking the law is funny and also very, very stupid because, you know, isn't it illegal to, I don't know, impersonate a police officer? It seems to be exactly what you're doing here. Bit of a dumb move if you ask me. I don't know, kind of stupid. And this is coming from a guy who lives in a country where people are more likely to roam into a supermarket or a store without shirts on, especially in peak summer heat waves, especially if you live in areas near the beach or the man-made lagoons that exist locally, yada yada yada. This is stupid, unnecessary, and really, really funny to watch how dumb you are, and also sucks for the worker. This one's a bit of a doozy. Basically, a customer has made an order for a very interesting sandwich type. A half cold veggie sandwich and a half hot chicken. Something that is, well, difficult to say the least. But here's an interesting one. We've also got a clip from the supposed customer who was wronged, quote unquote, in this situation. And then we've got a second clip from the person who was working that day. Let it roll.
I just want a regular chicken sandwich. But I can't do half of it with just You don't have to. So you just want a chicken sandwich? Yes. All right. Do you want the onions and peppers in it? Yes. Please leave. I'm not making your sandwich. I'm refusing your service now. Please leave. Please leave. Ma'am. Please leave. Ma'am. Why are you not making a sandwich? Because you're acting like I'm stupid. So I am asking you to leave. I'm refusing your service now. I would appreciate it if you left my building. Call the police. I will call the cops on you. Okay. I will do it. I'll wait here to find out. You can wait outside. I'll wait here. You can wait outside. I'll wait here. I'm asking you to leave my building because you're treating me like garbage. So I need you to leave, please. How did I treat you like garbage? Not like that. I need you to please. I'm just saying okay. Please. If you're saying okay, then please get out of my building. I appreciate it. Thank you. I literally have it on recording. That's what she said. Ma'am. I was talking to him. I can refuse service to anybody, so I'm going to need you to... Where does it say that at? It says that in my handbook, so please... Can you show me that? No. Okay, well call the police. Ma'am, get out of my building. No, because I'm going to report you for this. For what? For refusing service to me because I asked for a sandwich. You asked for something that I could not make you, and then when I said I wanted a chicken sandwich. I asked for a chicken sandwich. Yeah. I still keep asking for a chicken sandwich. I'm not making it. I thought that we've been through this. May you please exit my building? I'm waiting for the police. I haven't called them. Because I'm gonna sue you for mistreating me. Okay. Yes, I am. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Lady comes in. She asks me for a regular size sandwich. She wants half of a cold veggie and half of a hot chicken. I obviously can't do that. I can't even do that as a giant, let alone a regular size sandwich. I tried explaining to her several times. There's probably 3 to 5 minutes of context before that video even starts. And she just was not understanding me at all. She pulled out the phone, started recording me. And by that time I was so fed up. But I really tried hard to keep my composure. And I still continued to try to explain that I couldn't do that, but I was more than happy to make her one or the other or both, but I would have to charge her for 2 regulars or 1 regular, 1 mini, whatever she wanted. And she proceeded to get pretty belligerent with me, and yeah, I refused her service. But there's no way I'm gonna let somebody talk to me like that. And for everybody saying that I needed a raise and a promotion, thanks. I got one about a year ago. I am now the general manager. So yeah, if you happen to be near my location, please stop in and grab a sandwich.
I mean, I always automatically assume that most people who are recording incidents are probably leaving certain things out of context or not involved in the situation. If someone's recording a different, like whenever they're recording themselves in an incident, I don't personally go straight on to believing what they're saying. I always think there's something more behind it. And here's a clear example of that. If it's someone, a spectator recording 2 people arguing, then I'm more likely to believe what I'm seeing, because it's less likely that things have been cut out of context and things along those lines. Because it sounds like from the employee here that the Karen was recording for a good bit leading into where the clip actually starts, and of course they only whipped out their phone to start recording when they weren't getting what they want, which is just funny. It's almost like it's always the Karen behind the camera, never on the other side of it. In this clip, we have both the landlord and the property manager showing up unannounced to one of their houses and letting themselves in to do some form of inspection and complain about whatever the heck's. Here's the clip.
My house. I did not. I did not give you permission to come inside my house. Alright, that's fine. Take a video of this, Justin. Let me call you cops right quick. This is actually, you have a lot of lease violations. Are you aware when you're paying rent? Man, yes, I have a lawyer. And I have a court date. That's good. That's a dog coming down here. That's a dog. You didn't tell me you're coming down here. That's a dog. Yeah, you know that. Okay. Yeah, that's not on the lease though. You're aware of that? That's okay. That's what I pay $200 a month for. You don't. You have not paid rent. You have not paid rent. That's good. Congratulations. Congratulations. Are you aware when you pay rent?
As a property manager, though, can you just show up in someone's house and just kind of like walk around without?
I can't talk to you.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Are you aware when you paying rent? Yes, I did. I paid rent last month. $9.50.
Yeah, you have to give somebody a 24-hour notice before you come in their house.
You're 3 months. Get out of my house. Are you going to court? You can see me in court.
Hey, we'll definitely see you in court for this. I promise you.
Yes, I do.
I promise you.
This is illegal. Hello? I can't hear you.
You still owe January rent. It's nice to meet you, though. You need to get out of this place, okay?
I don't live here. So do you guys just kind of walk in people's houses whenever you feel?
So you just decide that's illegal.
What about you? Do you think that's acceptable?
I know my rights.
Do you feel like that's acceptable?
Because guess what? Ain't nobody ever done this. Oh, it's a terrible meeting.
And I don't mind.
As an owner, we have rights.
No, I know the rights.
But like, you need to give us a notice.
You don't just come inside people's houses. I just had a baby. You don't come inside my house.
It's been paid.
That's illegal. You let me know you're coming to my house first. You don't let yourself in.
Okay, so they haven't paid rent. Isn't there a whole legal process you should be doing right now? Not whatever the world this thing is here? Because I'm going to tell you this. From my understanding of how the rental shenanigans work in America, this will not help your case. If you did this something like here in Australia, this will literally ruin any form of case you have to kick the person out, because you've literally showed up unannounced and you're pointing out all these issues, and if you dare complain about any of those issues that you found via this unannounced, basically illegal inspection, you can get in a lot of shit and they won't even acknowledge whatever arguments you have. You won't win that type of argument. If someone's not paying rent, there is literal legal recourse you take. Not this. This is stupid, and it's going to just get you in trouble. Here we have an entitled little brat who decides to do some very interesting things to her teacher, and then even attempts to call her mother for backup on this issue.
No. Deal with me.
You're right. Have you touched me? I did not touch you.
it for me?
No, I'm calling my mama. You ain't about to me up, bitch.
Chill. Get off my seat. Get off my seat.
You want to talk to her? Because she's pissing me off right now.
Clearly, her mother did something along the lines of telling her to just off and just finish your day at school. I'm laughing at this. Really, it's not a laughing issue. Like, there are, like, from my experience with school 5 years ago now, I've been out of school for a long time. Just, even back then, the grade 7s, like the lower end who were coming into a high school, they were little shits. Like, I don't know how many times the school went into lockdown. I don't know how many times certain toilets were put on fire because that's just what those guys tend to do for some dumb reason. It just seems like as I got older, all the young people seem to get more and more and more chaotically wacky and stupid and idiotic, and I'm sure it's gotten 10 times worse. I mean, we got this clip here that proves that is definitely a thing. And let's be real, this is probably some form of prejudice. I don't know. Moving along. This clip here is an interesting one. We've got a Lyft driver who's doing a pickup, and they picked up a person who's paid for multiple seats for her baby, and then also puts paper towels in the passenger seat. Apparently, the Lyft driver wasn't having any of it, so attempts to kick them out in general.
You're canceling my ride because I put paper towels on your front seat. Yeah. You're going to drop me and my babies off in the cold because I put paper towels on the front seat? I paid for these seats. When I ordered the Lyft, I paid for 4 seats. It's paper towels. What is wrong with you? You're talking about you're not a delivery? You're my ride. I paid for this.
Be careful. Slowly, okay?
Don't tell me be careful. You're talking about you're going to cancel my ride and kick me and my child out of the car because I put paper towels on your front seat? I paid for you to pick me up and come here and bring me back to my house.
Anyway, I will help you.
You're not helping me do anything. I paid for this. You're ridiculous. I paid for this.
Because of the baby.
Nothing because of the baby. I paid for 4 seats. You can't tell me what I can and can't put on them seats. It's paper towels. I don't care. I paid for the seats. What are you talking about? About you're not a delivery driver. What are you talking about, bro? Are you sick in your head?
Look, I'm not going to pretend to know policies and anything to do with Lyft. I don't even know if it's something that exists in Australia. Probably does, considering all the other ones do, but I've never used it, so I would be completely unfamiliar with it. But I've used Uber a few times, especially when traveling from houses to airports for travel with suitcases and all of that. And I just sit here querying the question here. Okay, where are you picking them up from? Are you picking them up from the shops? What else? Shops to their house? What else do you expect them to have? No shopping? If you don't like the paper towels being in your front passenger seat, then why not have it be put into the boot? I don't get what the problem is here, genuinely. Like, I could understand if it was something like extraordinarily dangerous, but I'm just sitting here a bit perplexed on this one. And it seems to have a bit of a mixed reaction where it was originally posted on TikTok. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. This clip's a little bit intriguing. So this person behind the camera here works in a multi-floor office complex, and she's decided to go to the toilet. But instead of using the toilet on her floor, whether there is one on her floor or not is the other question, she's gone down a floor or up a floor, gone to a different floor in order to use a bathroom. Anyway, when she's come out, someone from one of the offices in this floor has come out to confront her about using that bathroom. Here's the clip.
Can I ask who you report to so that I can call the law firm to...
Yep, I just told him that. Okay. I can't use this bathroom because of what? Because of what?
Your floor bathroom.
Why do I have to stay on my floor? Because of what? Why?
Why would you not stay on your floor?
Why do I have to stay on my floor as a bathroom? I can use the bathroom where they know me particularly. What you mean me particularly what?
I asked you to please not use our bathroom.
I can use whatever bathroom I want to use. This is the law firm I work. This is look. Please contact security. I work here. You sound stupid. Yeah, please go down there. Thank you. Tell him I'm taking a shit in his bathroom.
Honestly, this is one of those things where I would defer on what actually happens with the bathrooms here. Do the owners of this building hire out a company to clean and manage the toilets inside of this building? Or do the people who are leasing out the offices have to manage the toilets themselves? I've worked in multiple complexes like this before. A very long time ago, several years ago, when I did an apprenticeship at a game studio, the first building that we were at was a multi-office complex. It was like a 2-story building where there was only toilets on the second floor. Everyone in the building who used the building for offices and stuff along those lines used those same toilets, and those toilets were managed and cleaned by the owners of the building itself, none of the actual companies that are leasing out the offices that they're using. This could be the case here, or it could be the case that when they lease out this floor for office space, they're also leasing out the toilets that are there as well, and they are in charge of managing those toilets. I don't know. Here we have a guy going to Subway about 3 weeks after his previous order to complain about how that order was spicy and made him sick. We'll talk about this in a moment, eh?
I got a meatball instead of a meatball. It made me sick because it's spicy. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this was my Subway.
I know.
I'll go to Prescott from now on.
I know that.
You're okay with me just going to Prescott? You don't need my business? Is that it?
No, I wanted to come here, but you called me after 1 week, 10 days to tell me I ordered a sub. And I remember even what
I called multiple times. You don't think it's your responsibility to let customers know it's spicy?
No, if you don't ask me if it's spicy or not, if you tell me it's spicy and I say no, and if it's spicy, it's my mistake. But if you don't ask me if it's spicy or not, and you order meatball or I make it for you.
I ordered a meatball. They made it a meatballer. I asked the difference. They said it had pepperoni and it had the mozzarella.
Okay.
And that was it. No one said anything about spicy. I didn't ask to put any kind of peppers or anything on it because I stay away from spicy.
I'm still telling you, if you are not going to ask if it's spicy or not,
it's not your responsibility is what you're telling me. It's the customer supposed to say, oh, by the way, is anything spicy here? Is this what you're telling me? I'm recording you now. What are you going to do about it?
Sure, it's up to you now. You said that he has nothing to do
if he
with
wants,
the order you made last 2 months ago. 2 months ago.
It wasn't 2 months ago.
But you called me 2 weeks ago and you told me I ordered 1 week ago.
Yeah.
Now,
so it's 3
what
weeks.
Is the point? Record whatever you want to do, say.
Yeah. You provide horrible customer service.
It's up to you.
Have a good day.
Thank you, my friend. Bye-bye.
So, when you get told that there's pepperoni in there, and you usually avoid the peppers inside of these meals because, they're spicy, which is funny to me because it's like, for what you guys call peppers in America, they're two different things. Like your bell peppers, we call them capsicums, and what you guys call peppers, like those little red things, we call them chilies. Like, they're two completely separate things, so it's easier to understand. Capsicums aren't spicy. They're fine. I don't like them too much, but that's fine. But chilies are spicy, Anyhow, but I just got to ask the question. So you're avoiding peppers, right? And when he told you that there's pepperoni in this sub, and you still have it, does that not send any red flags to you that it might be spicy since you're already avoiding peppers beforehand, and you're going to have the pepperoni, which is also going to have a level of spice to it? Not much, but it has a level of spice to it. Did you not think about that? If you're avoiding peppers in most degrees, you think having pepperoni is a great idea, and that's not going to be... like, it just sounds so stupid. There are restaurants where it makes sense, like any form of Asian cuisines where it's more likely they have spices involved more so than not, or your Nando's and stuff like that, the ones where they do actually make proper spicy food. Subway, they don't do that. There are herbs and spices inside of some of the foods, but they're not spicy per se. They are just hotter than normal no spice. And, well, one of those and usually those things are very obviously going to be slightly spicy, like, pepperoni, that are called pepperoni for a reason. Like, this seems so stupid. Like, genuinely. We land in Australia for this clip here. Welcome back to Down Under. We've got some interesting bad customer service in a Sydney airport when these people are trying to hire a car. These people, they're called Spirit Search Australia. They've got there was like a whole 10-minute TikTok explaining what happened here. I'll give you a bit of a summary after the clip itself. If you want to go see the full explanation again, just go check out their TikTok. But let's get into the clip.
The policy may not be acceptable to everyone. You need to shut up. Okay, wait. You cannot say like that!
Okay.
I am talking to you very nicely, sir.
Okay.
I don't need to stop. Just go away. Stop. Just go away. Stop shouting. Just go away.
Okay, wait, calm down.
Tell me I'm going to call it. Just go away. I'm going to report that guy.
Okay, wait, calm down.
I don't want you to serve us. Go away. No one will serve you. You cannot take the gun now. I don't want your car. You just go. Drink water. Just wait.
Okay.
Tell him to please. Go.
Yeah, he will leave because he needs to leave.
Go, stupid.
Just wait. And don't say anything like that. Okay, everybody's calm down.
It's fine.
Okay, I think we are happy with the...
I don't stay. I am not staying anymore! What?
Don't do it.
What do you think of yourself, huh? What do you think of yourself?
You calm down.
What do you think of yourself? I'm not your servant!
Okay,
I am not your servant!
No. Don't do it.
Sorry,
That's
our customer service.
I understand, but
That's our customer service. Alright, that's our customer service executive.
I don't know why, and this isn't really particularly trying to be racist, but Indians when they're raging just always is a little funny to me. Probably because I've experienced most of Indians raging via scam calls, so I guess that answers that question. But moving quickly along from that, apparently the story behind this all and why this ended up exploding the way it is because they asked for a $2,000 deposit. Now, a bit of explanation here is not all car rental companies ask for a deposit of any form of money. And usually the ones that do, they kind of make it clear on their websites, but it seems like more so recently, most of them don't tell you that you need to worry about a deposit which is worth like thousands of dollars. And not everyone just has $2,000 that they can suddenly give to some other company temporarily and hope they get it back afterwards, because not everything does a deposit. Like, for example, last year I went to a hotel down in Melbourne. They didn't ask for a security deposit, but the one I went to a month ago did ask for $100 as a security deposit. Doesn't mind me, I don't particularly care. Deposit, sometimes some things do, and that is what it is. But it is one of those things where if you're not explicitly told by the company's website, like the information isn't there letting you know, hey, by the way, you will need this money for a deposit, yeah, it's going to be one of those things where for someone who doesn't usually do a deposit for any form of rental cars, it's going like, hey, you guys do, I don't have that type of money, sorry. And apparently it imploded after this, which is insane to think about, but, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. Jeez. You have a guy who's causing issues with the employees at this tech store to some degree, and one of the employees decided, you know what, screw it, I don't care enough about this, I've had enough, and grabs his stuff and takes it outside. Here's what happened.
We'll come to you when we're ready. Don't approach people like that. I can just remove you from the store if you want. That's perfect. You try. Try? Right. You do it then. And let them take care of it. Here's what's going on. Just like this. Hey, whoa, don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Just like this. There you go. Don't come back in. There you go.
Oh my god.
Nope. Don't touch me! You just hit me! Don't touch me! You hit me again! In front of me. Hit me again! Hit me again! I ain't hitting you again! Hit me again! Sir, call the police right now. I'm requesting you. Are you?
Now, can I condone this way of treating customers and their stuff? No, of course not, but it doesn't mean that I don't disagree. I disagree with what's happening here. No. If a customer's definitely causing that much issues to the point where quite literally it looks like everyone around them, including the other employees, didn't really mind too much on how this guy chose to handle this, then clearly this guy was being a complete and utter douchebag. A shame we don't have what happened beforehand. Here we have a clip of a Karen who got denied boarding of this plane because of various reasons which will become very, very obvious the moment you start watching the clip. But I'm just going to say, this is kind of crazy.
What are you guys going to do now? Where are you going to pump us? Where am I going? Where am I going? Hey, babe, they didn't let me go. No way, you are but she thinks it's me. I am going home. You guys are supposed to put me on the plane. What am I gonna do sitting there? What am I gonna do sitting there?
First of all, we got babies up in here.
Tell me!
Stop yelling.
No, I'm not! Tell me what I'm supposed to do sitting here! I was supposed to be on that flight! I'm an American citizen!
And
No, I'm not gonna calm down! I am an American citizen! You guys didn't put me on that flight! You took off without me! For what? I need to file a complaint! I need to file a complaint over this man right here! I need to file a complaint over this man right here!
Security here. Security down the ride.
No, I'm saying
Gonna be here in a minute.
complaint over him. I'm saying I need to file a complaint over him. I need to file a complaint. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? I need to file a complaint. I need to file a complaint over that man.
Your entrance fine is 6 minutes.
I need to file a complaint over this man right here. He didn't allow me on the plane because he didn't allow my tickets to be checked. This man, me and you, this flight is going to go off. This will allow me on. This man didn't allow me on. This man didn't allow me on. For his own biases. He didn't allow me on. Hey, white guy! Hey, colonial man!
Wrong, like you said.
Talk to me about it, you little bitch! Talk to me about it!
Man, the fact that you can yell like that for that long period of time, and the clip itself is 4 minutes, so you can probably guarantee that it's most likely been going on for at least 10 minutes, maybe even longer than that. I'm surprised that your voice hasn't started to give way, your throat isn't starting to hurt, and other things along those lines. Like, your voice still going at that crazy nut level is something else for damn sure. I mean, I do this type of stuff for a living. I do voiceovers, and it still goes and kills my throat every now and then. Also, is it just me, or does anyone else think that when she was trying to push herself off the seat, the police should just let her drop? Granted, that would have involved a potential lawsuit, yada yada yada. Yeah, I get why it didn't happen, but it would have been funny.